Hey folks, welcome back to the last video for the D28 that I built under the supervision of Al Calderone at ARC Guitars in Winters, California. I am going to warn you though, you're probably going to want to watch this in a nice comfy chair with a warm glass of brandy or perhaps a full-bodied cab sav. And at about the 2:53 minute mark, you may even want a cigarette. Wow, I don't know about you, but yeah. All right, so what do we just see? I think it's important for you to realize something real quickly off the bat. When I started this project well over a year ago, I had no idea how to do any of this. On my first day at guitar building school, Al said, all right, let's go cut your sides. Let's head back to the bandsaw. And I went, I don't know what a bandsaw is. And no kidding, that's the way it was. So that's where we started from. We started from like zero. So what you have in front of you and up on the lovely moving screen is a dreadnought size guitar based on a Martin D28. It is made of, I got my notes out, it is made of an Indian rosewood side and back, a Sitka spruce top. The rosette is made of walnut, I believe of the American variety. It has a rosewood bridge. It has a flame maple neck. It has binding, heel cap, and headstock veneer of bloodwood, and neck binding of bloodwood as well. It has a bone, nut, and saddle, Evo gold frets, rosewood fingerboard, Godo 510 tuners, spruce braces for the soundboard, cherry braces for the back of the guitar. And literally everything that I had to make on this was total scratch. Learning how to use files, rasp, bandsaws, the big giant grizzly planer, drum sanders, the whole schmear, scrapers, lots of epoxy, not lots of epoxy, but epoxy, super glue. One of the great things, and one of the things I'm really grateful for working with Al was I had to learn stuff like how to measure things. And then I would totally bodge something up. He would go, well, I guess you could do it that way. Let's talk about how we're going to fix this now. And that's what we would do. I would screw something up, and then he would teach me how to repair that, and how you would see something like that in a repair shop, where something would come in and it wasn't caused by the same thing mine was caused by, but the technique to rectify that was the same. So does my guitar have issues? Oh, good gravy. Does it have issues? The tail, where the two sides meet, has a very wide end piece in it, because I didn't know how to measure, or I wasn't careful in measuring. And so instead of a nice little tapered, 3/8 of an inch slice, mine's about 1.5 acres wide. I have a lot, especially on the edges, there are areas that had to be filled, but just wonderful learning experiences. My one big issue with the guitar right now is I have knackered up my string spacing, as you can see from this picture. It's off, and I don't know how it's off, because I was using this really big monster jig. So you can see I've kind of Mickey Mouse fixed it with I just moved the string over. No, that's not the right way to fix it. Hush up, cat. It's not the right way to fix it, but it works for right now. So I don't know if fixing that means you take the bridge off, you make another bridge. Could it be a neck angle thing? I mean, it could be all kinds of stuff. But we're just going to make do with the way it is right now. And for those of you who were paying attention at the very beginning, you may have noticed that this guitar is no longer known as the D28. This guitar has been named Genesis, and the whole reason behind that is probably my, I don't know, second or third hour into the very first class. I knew this is what I wanted to do. The more I learned, the more I knew how much I didn't know, the more I wanted to learn that part. And so that's why it has the name, because this is the beginning. This is the first guitar I ever built from scratch. This is the beginning of, it's the beginning of, I don't know, something I'd like to do until I just drop over dead. So that's why she has that name, and she will hang proudly, and I hope I just wear the snot out of it over the next few years. So that's Genesis, a dreadnought D28 style guitar. First thing I ever did, and by the way, I should mention this. Well, hello there, kitten. This is a tru-oil finish. This is kind of a poor man's way of getting to what I think is a well acceptable finish. Something I did learn is if you can avoid it at all costs, finish it while the neck is off of it and you don't have all these pesky corners to deal with, because corners suck. I don't have a way, I don't know a way yet to nicely and equally apply finish right up onto a 90-degree corner, or an 87.5-degree corner, whatever it is. A sharp corner like that, I just don't know. So I'll keep reading, and I'll keep asking questions, and I'll keep experimenting, and I'll keep watching the YouTube to figure it out. Are there better finishes? Absolutely. Are there better ways to build a guitar? Well, as we can see, yeah, there are certainly better ways to do that. But for a first try, she's a beaut, Clark. Yeah, they'll get better. So there you go. Hey folks, have a great one. Talk to you later.